Welcome to the Mindy Jo News Show, where I share news that you can absolutely use. Let's get right to it. Well, you guys, oh my goodness, it's less than 72 hours before we ring in the new year. That's right. But before then, let's rewind and recap of some of the most memorable moments of 2015. And starting with number one. Well, it's kind of safe to say that 2015 was a very interesting year. I mean, from good to bad to racism to sexism to genetically modified isms to all that. But anyway, the number one most memorable moment goes to Kathleen Jenner, former Bruce Jenner. And what was most memorable is that Bruce received the Women of the Year award. You know, that was the most interesting thing, that he received the Woman of the Year award. And honestly, I felt kind of disrespected about that. Yes. So, and I don't know why many other women weren't kind of outraged about that either. But hey, 2016, let's see. Well, moving right along, number two most memorable moment, shall we say, when science and religion clash, and guess what? It forms a uterus transplant for men. That's right. Well, men who identify as transgender. Yes, this will help them. Well, considering all that, luckily for residents of the District of Columbia, their minds can be free from all of that, because thanks to the legalization of marijuana here in the district, goodness gracious, you do need to ease your mind from all of that.
Tell your friends, share it on Facebook, on Twitter. Get your safety supplies.
420, baby.
And honestly, the cannabis culture has really been doing some great things as far as alternative treatments here in the DC area.
No, it's
not. And one in particular is with veterans. They wanted to make certain that veterans can have alternative medicine.
He lives in a tent outside the Veterans Health Administration. When you go and get that black person, he lives there. Nobody ever came out the door and come say, hey, do you need some services? Do you need some help?
And that went over very successful. Congress is taking that into consideration. And someone else who decided to take this cannabis culture into their own consideration is Kush God. And Kush God, he really kind of took things up a notch, kind of in the wrong direction. So he might want to reconsider, his plans for 2016. But moving right along, our number three most memorable moment, I don't know. Is the sky blue? Is the sky red? Is it purple? Perception. Remember that whole thing of perception? Yeah, we didn't know, what color was what. Well, all that I think just kind of led up to the officers having the ability to perceive that, hey, a man with melanin is a target. That's right. You shared a video during the hearing, and I wanted to know, has there been any pilot video of people that are mostly profiled by police? Has there been any demonstration of that, per se, let's say, of African American males being arrested? Has that been on the camera yet? Anyone?
So we have the video that you saw today is a reenactment.
Okay.
So we actually were looking for an example to show people at the hearing today just how many different things are in the average officer's encounter.
All men with melanin, they are considered fearful. They will harm you. Well, according to The Guardian, there was an estimated 1,125 casualties this year in 2015 as far as it relates to police killing, and 90% of the suspects were unarmed. So I'm not certain what 2016 will bring in, but goodness, Father, protect us. Moving right along. Also, remember the word nigger. The word.
I personally feel like it's okay for two reasons. It's all about connotation. Connotation means way more to me personally than a word. If we keep putting power to a word that was so powerful, 40, 50 years ago, that continues the cycle of racism. The less stigmas we can cut off about the word or about words in general, the more power, the more forward thinking we can go towards moving past racism. Now, it's about the it's the whole said controversy when other females calling females the B word. But if a female is friends with that female and she says the B word, then it's okay. All about the connotation of the word. That's more powerful than the word itself. On top of all that, so as we're moving forward, I say about 50 to 100 years, racism won't even be a thing anymore. It'd be classism. It'd be that person who makes more money than you. That become the new racism.
Nigger came up, and Don Lemon, he thought he would have a conversation about that. And we did take to the streets here to find out what is race. That's what we wanted to know.
I understand race is to where we come from as a species. The human species broke off from whatever was the original into several different races. Okay, and that is basically what I interpret race to be, is a thing of evolution that has occurred.
Okay, and typically would race be in like your day-to-day conversation, or if you see it on the news, that's when basically the conversation would take place, or?
It takes place whenever. It comes up as it comes up. I've not really focused in on it, but when we sit down and talk about it and talk about some subjects, it does come up, such as we've had in Baltimore and Ferguson and other cities of that nature. Race has come up, and we've discussed it, and there are inequalities, and unfortunately it's been history. A good example is the ethnic inequality with the Irish Americans when they came over from Ireland after the Great Potato Famine. I have to say it's part of our nature. I hate to say that, but that is true. So we have to learn to overcome all these natural instincts of ours.
Thank you so much. And shouts out to Channel 9 News, who did not invite us to the honest conversation of race. I mean, we had the conversation first, Channel 9, so it was only, ethical, shall I say, to invite us. But, hey, it doesn't matter. Moving right along. One of the biggest races, shall we say, will be this 2016 presidential race. And I tell you, once we did our mock election, Donald Trump was nowhere in this contender to be a presidential contender. So I don't know why he wanted to enter that dusty toupee into the presidential ring anyway. But ever since, he has been such a disgrace to mankind. That's right.
Vote, or else Donald Trump gonna bring back the house niggas. That's probably be the first thing that's gonna happen. Yeah. But in all seriousness, vote or else your safety as an African American will be compromised, for sure.
Well, now on to America's most wanted man, Bill Cosby. Yes, that's right. Bill Cosby, he allegedly 40 years ago gave so many women quaaludes. I mean, I've kind of lost count of the women. But to have unconsensual sex with them, he gave them these pills. Now he's legally blind. Well, one good thing I'll say about Bill Cosby is that Bill has the best art collection in America thus far that I have seen. Well, moving right along to some more memorable moments, plenty terrorists wanted to instill fear in students by sending threats, and even causing California to shut down all of the schools. That's right.
I guess all I have to say is that, as black people, we've always been in danger. Our lives have always been threatened ever since we've gotten to this country. So being here in this situation is just another way for us to be resilient, because throughout our history, we've always been resilient. We've always been strong. We've always risen up. So, and this is why I'm actually here right now, is a black healing space for other students who are dealing with this. So it's just another way for us to show solidarity with each other, show that we are strong, show that we will always fight back and be resilient to that. And that's pretty much all I have to say.
Thank you so much. Every last school. So that was just kind of a big bummer. That's right. We can't live in all this fear anyway. That has to kind of subside. Well, the number 10 most memorable moment goes to the Justice or Else 10-10-15.
If you understand your nature, then you will understand the unlimited possibilities of the human being. God created no human being without depositing in that human being a gift that can be expressed to an excellent degree. That's the nature of God. That's not an unexcellent tree. It's excellent. It's not an unexcellent bird. It's a bird. It's a worm. It's a flea. It's an ant. It's the sun. It's the moon. It's the stars. This is all an excellent creation from an excellent creator. And you are an excellent creation from an excellent creator. But you have to know yourself and your relationship to God in order to extract what it is.
And I like to say that was the day that melanin heated the Earth's core. And plan to do in your community.
Plan to keep on doing what I've been doing. I'm a director of a youth services bureau in the city of Patterson, New Jersey. So this is a fight that I fight every day of my life. It's a way of life. It's a way of living. It's not just a job for me to teach and educate our young people and our families. So I'm gonna take this information I got today, which is so much, I'm still trying to process everything, and take it back to my community and try to implement it there.
And guess what? The most interesting thing about that day? No major media outlet covered that event. That's right. Hey, but they did report that the sales were down. So I guess, hey, Justice or Else 10-10-15 did, have some kind of impact. Well, moving right along to number 11, most memorable moment. Plenty went down in Baltimore, that's right, as officers have been charged with the death of Freddie Gray, and the trial is still going to resume next year, but Baltimore, we are keeping our eyes on you, and we did have a chance to go to Baltimore, so just tune in a little bit and see, our trip to Baltimore.
Zero. Well, this is basically what I would like to consider as ground zero. After the CVS was burned, the majority of the protests were basically centered around this area right here, northern Pennsylvania. But Freddie died about 3 blocks down the street on, Pressman, Pressbury, and Mount. Yeah, so it's not that far. But this is one of the main areas where people have been.
Okay. Yeah. And if it was one thing you can tell the mayor, what would it be?
I would piggyback off of what the gentleman right here said, like, why did she allow the stand down to happen? But to add my own question, I would have my secondary question is why haven't you enforced body cameras? Like, I spoke to her on Facebook and she actually responded to my question, and she tried to say that she always wanted body cameras, and I'm like, you've been in office for 5 years. Ferguson got body cameras in like a couple weeks. You've been in office for 5 years. What the hell is taking so long? She didn't respond. So, I mean, that's the question that I would like to have answered. Thank you.
Now, I want to know my name. I want to know my cousin named Jeff.
He was killed by the police.
He's killed by the police.
And we remember Jeffrey.
We remember Jeff.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Jeffrey Merrill.
Jeffrey Merrill.
All right, and can I see your move the mic to the side so I can see your shirt? All right. Thank you so much. Well, this year also was a year to test my ability to kind of diversify my skills, I'll say. I had a lot of concerts.
Yes, y'all, you don't stop. We like to rock in the beat, you don't stop. And yes, y'all, you don't stop. We like to rock in DC, you don't stop. And yes, and you don't stop. We keep rocking DC, you don't stop. Yes. Rock DC and you don't stop. And yes. We like to rock DC and you don't stop. Yes. Yo, keep that beat on freestyle and shit. One shooter, this is the style is free. It's common sense right here in DC. You know how it is, ain't no starch when I come to rock shit and the Millie Family March. That's how it is, I guess it is. I round like clean here, bitch, you know what it is. It's like this now, move and test. I came to rock shit like my man KRS, yo. You coming after this, Cousins master this. When you fuck with this, yo, this shit is hazardous. It's like this, yo, ain't no damager. Like J-Rue the damager, I see you with your camera. You should know about just who I am. You should get a camera, oh shit, get Instagram and put it on your phone. I'm coming off the dome. I'm treating DC like this shit is my home. You see it's coming like this, yo. This shit is evident. When it come DC, I'm like the black president. It's like you know how it is when I come down. Common sense coming straight where? Yo, from Chi-Town.
We see where they come from. Governments are selling it every day. They declare drugs for drugs one. We are not the young ones. We see how the drugs run. We see where they come from. Governments are selling it every day 1 ton. They declare a war on drugs for drugs one. People take a risk because they know that money gon' come. The drug game is global, paying off 20 to 1. Who you tell? You don't think these politicians ain't selling? Doctors ain't selling? Cops ain't selling while rocking your melon? Cop cars smelling like Cali Blue Dream. In New York, brothers like, what do you mean? I mean, switch the philosophy. Think of the economy. Plants, herbs, roots, and nature's technology. We see how the drugs run. We see where they come from. You know I hate to say it twice, but these pussy ass niggas say. These pussy ass niggas say. These pussy ass niggas say. Yeah.
Popping on another level. Red lights, pressure, she's zippers working with no script. With the turning, my mind blown and her mind gone. She slow rolling, ain't no holding her time zone. Her time zone. Face right, stage lights, turn the eye. And like she's the only one in here that can turn career, and that's without a doubt. Damn. PJ run that back. I think that was a song. And she don't know how to act. Like damn. All night I've been with. All night you been with. All night you been with. Sing. More attention to you. More attention to you. I should be paying more attention to you. Let's go. More attention to you. More attention to you. Let go. I should be paying more attention to you. Let go. Do it up. Turn your eyes. Show out when you show up. Show out when you show up. Show out when you show up. Do it up. Turn your eyes. Show out. T on the low with the T rolling over to the bed to the fit. Like a broke motherfucker blown through a strip. I ain't with it swimming on my home girl. She was in her own words, so I'm just hoping you live. Let's show up and show out. You make a home for me in the roll up and roll out. To be honest, see the type of chicken niggas search for when they have to go out. Spotlight, not like you're a VI every weekend. I ain't swimming on my brother there, really ain't good. Now I'm holding you down with a creep in like that. Damn, super dope, feel the pole. The whole club had to show you love the way you toot it up and get it on the floor. Damn, tell me you know you're the greatest. And the chick in the film that can sound like this, baby girl, you know you so. More attention to you. More attention to you. I speak paying more attention to you.
It's a way on me. I pistol whip that nigga for 40 minutes straight. With my shit, fuck up your face. Said I was in the court, I beat my murder case. They must have gotten the reason the whole hood ain't think I'm crazy and get baptized. How we rebel with that straight to school in the streets, I was baptized. Yeah, Jordan's back up, they like a crazy ass Gucci boots. If you was facing that deal, you would get loaded too. Business minded, I'm trying to make this shit so real. They be crazy, I ain't got no 360 deal. I rapped about the code system, cause that's how I feel. Do wrong, I tell you about it, that's how I feel. Do that make me crazy? Huh?
You know, I did a lot of concerts, even crashed film sets this year. Take a look.
It was this part. All right, go. Here we go. And speak.
Saying 6, then he take 9 up.
And action.
Where you going?
I'm just trying to feed the kids.
Where you going?
I'm just trying to feed the kids.
Kids go upstairs.
Why you gotta
Stop
talk
playing.
about why you have anything on me? What is your problem? Why are you acting like this?
You back it up too far.
You know, I just wanted to try to bring my viewers something different. That's right. Well, our number 12 most memorable moment, shall we say, or 13 maybe, the Pope came to America. That's right, and Washington, D.C. And when the Pope came, oh my goodness, the streets were like gold. Everyone cleaned up. Everyone made sure that, you know, the Pope was, his Pope mobile was safe and secure to travel down the streets so he can kiss the little children on the forehead and give them blessings. But goodness, the Pope should have gave us a lot of blessings to police precincts across America, because they kind of need the blessings right now. But Father, please forgive us for all our sins, because you know what also happened this year with the priests is that they turned the sprinklers on to deter the homeless from hanging around the church. You know, oh my goodness, what an awful sin. Well, our 14th most memorable moment, we shall say, goes to Charlie Sheen, who came back on the scene, this time not as a badass. He came back as an AIDS ambassador, spokesperson. That's right.
To admit that I am am in fact HIV positive.
Charlie Sheen has let us all know that he now is HIV positive. He's HIV positive, and along with that, they have also put out on the market this new drug PrEP. So maybe in 2016 we'll see more of this PrEP drug. Who knows? And our last but not least, number 15, our most memorable moments for 2015. The 15th one is: do Black Lives Matter?
So we're talking about 2015, but we're also talking about 1915 and 1815 and all those moments in between. We're talking about, understand that our pain is a historic pain, and we have to deal with that pain. We have to deal with the historic injustice that is happening right here. And you just a link in it. We're all just a link in it.
Tell it. Keep it 100.
My great-grandmother, my grandfather's mother, was born in 1853. I got a chance to meet her briefly as a 6-month-old, 3-year-old child, and everything else. And then somewhere in her vision, born in 1853, 10 years before the emancipation, freed by the Emancipation Proclamation, somewhere in her vision, she saw this moment with you. She saw this moment with you today. And she knew that if she went further, that you would go further. And that's what we counted it. No peace, no justice. No peace, no justice. Thank you.
Really? Do Black lives really matter here in America? Kind of think, when did Black lives ever matter? Well, besides the bottom lines for major corporations, Black lives really, kind of don't matter. I mean, we've seen that all over, although, the Harriet Tubman and the Malcolm X of 2015, Netta and D. Ray, they constantly go around and, promoting Black Lives Matter. But let's find out in 2016 if Black lives do matter. Well, that is all for our most memorable moments for 2015. And guess what, you guys? Thank you so much for your support. I greatly appreciate it. 2016, guess what? I am coming with it. Yes. I will continue to bring you that news that you can absolutely use. And I'm telling you guys, I greatly appreciate you guys so much. This show would not be what it is without your help and your support. This is a true grassroots news show. I'm letting you know. Yes, this is a true grassroots news show. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. 2015 has been marvelous. 2016 will be phenomenal. Well, that's all the news I have that you can absolutely use for today, December 30th, 2015. Peace. Welcome to the Mindy Joe News Show, where I share news that you can absolutely use.